I take my passengers on an 8-hour round trip. The first 6 hours goes towards getting to the North Pole, and the last 2 hours returns us to our departure point. Each passenger car is designed to hold 500 passengers, but that number can increase up to 650 on some occasions. The passenger cars are like small rooms designed for maximum capacity, with seats lining the whole walls along with the middle of the car. The only difference being some of the rooms that are not filled with seats and instead contain amenities such as restrooms and storage facilities. My crew and I travel to many places for Christmas, and North Dakota is most definitely on our list. So yes, I plan on coming to North Dakota. I would love to stop in North Dakota if I ever get the chance, though I do not have a route that is passing through the area right now. Maybe I can work out something in the future. Yes, you could say I do fly. My engineers have put together this special device that I have on the underside of the engine, which allows me to take flight. There is also a button on the dashboard in my cab that I can press that activates the device, but usually I only use it towards the end of the journey as a little fun surprise and celebration for the kids. Oh, it's so incredible. I could honestly talk about it for hours with a smile on my face. Just being out in space, seeing everything go by so quickly and quietly. No other sounds besides the hum of the engine and the occasional noise made by my passengers. It's almost calming in a way, the peace and tranquility of it all. Ah, yes, how could I forget? When I took boyfriend and girlfriend from that Friday night funkin' game through space, it was quite a sight. They were both so excited, almost like kids on Christmas, and when boyfriend finally proposed to girlfriend, it was like a dream come true. I'll never forget the smiles on their faces as they looked out into the stars. Oh, everyone on board is doing quite well. It's a long trip, but they are all enjoying themselves, some watching a movie and others having a nap in one of the rooms. As for how I feel as a flying train, it's a bit hard to explain, given that I don't really have feelings. But metaphorically speaking, think of the feeling of taking a big stretch when you wake up in the morning. That's how I feel when I take flight. Well, I suppose you could say I travel into other dimensions. I have the ability to tap into wormholes and travel through different dimensions using an experimental device put together by my engineers before each trip. Though they have yet to perfect the device, given how it's still a work in progress, I still can use it and pass through multiple dimensions on each trip. Oh, thank you very much for the compliment. And yes, I will say I am quite fond of playing games and starring in videos. My crew and I have already made a few videos over the years, and we plan to make many more. Though I must say my favorite games to play are ones that require a lot of speed and agility, and sometimes they can get quite competitive. Oh, it's been quite some time since I first started out in the train business. It has to have been at least a few hundred years by now. With the first train starting in the 1800s, I've seen countless engineers and conductors pass through, each with their own unique styles and skills. Though the one engineer I wish stayed working alongside me was the one who put together my current look today. They had quite the eye for design. We still keep in touch every once in a while. My engineers, they go by the names of Smokey and Steamer, two very talented individuals who have taken care of me for many years now. They have a deep knowledge of my inner workings and a talent for keeping me in tip-top condition. I'm very fortunate to have them on board with me. Smokey and Steamer are the masterminds behind making sure I run smoothly. They keep my engines and wheels in peak condition and fix any issues they may arise. Smokey is the primary mechanic. He oversees all maintenance and repairs on my locomotive. He is the one who keeps my engine and coal tender properly functioning and efficient as possible. Steamer also maintains my engine and wheels, but his main focus is the design and aesthetics of my exterior. Ah, yes, those were quite the fun adventures with my brother. We had such a blast playing Gmod and Call of Duty Black Ops 6 together. Though I would have to say my favorite part was when we were in Gmod. The chaos and excitement was quite something. My twin brothers and I have quite the dynamic. There are three of us, including me, and they are all quite unique in their own ways. Golden Express is the most elegant and refined of us, always striving to be polished and proper. He is a bit of a stickler for rules, but he can be fun to be around when he wants to. Heaven Express, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. He's laid back and carefree, always going with the flow. He loves to have fun and can be a bit of a rebel at times. As for my third brother, Military Express, he is the most disciplined and focused of us. He takes his job as a train very seriously and is always ready for action. He's a tough customer, but he's got a heart of gold. But despite our differences, we are all bonded by the ties of brotherhood, and we always have each other's backs when times get rough. Golden Express, as you may have guessed, travels to a world of wealth and money. He is tasked with bringing fortune and prosperity to those in need, whether it be the financially struggling or the homeless. With his golden trains and wealth of riches, he ensures those in need receive the help they need. Heaven Express, as for his job, he travels to graveyards and takes the souls of people who have passed and brings them to the afterlife. He is a ferryman of sorts, guiding souls beyond the mortal world. And Military Express, as you already know, serves the U.S. Army. Military Express is an absolute powerhouse on the battlefield. He is built tough and can withstand a ton of damage, including gunfire, missiles, bombs, and explosions. But he is also armed to the teeth with a set of built-in guns and launchers placed on selected parts of his coaches. He can transport a significant number of soldiers to bases and war zones quickly and efficiently. Alongside this, he can also carry all sorts of military supplies, from ammunition to vehicles. As for the wars he has been through many, including World War I and II, Vietnam, and the Gulf War. Though as you can imagine, his resistance and military capabilities make him an unstoppable force on the battlefield. He is a true warrior and a valuable asset to the U.S. Army, having served through multiple wars. Alright folks, I have to sign off for now and get ready for my next trip. It's just about time for the next scheduled pickup, and I can't be late now, can I? It was a pleasure talking to you all and answering your questions. As a parting gift, I'll blow my whistle one more time before I go.